Hey there, today I'm going to walk you through my experience using Murf AI, one of the most talked about text-to-speech platforms out there. If you've ever needed voiceovers for videos, presentations, or any kind of content, this might be the tool that saves you a ton of time and effort. Let's dive right in and see how it actually performs. The first impression when landing on the Murf homepage was a good one. The interface is sleek, modern, and really easy to navigate. Everything is laid out clearly, and it doesn't take long to figure out where to start. That's a big plus, especially for beginners or those who just want to jump right in. Signing up for a free account was quick and painless. Just enter your email, set a password, and you're in. As a bonus, they give you 10 free minutes to try out the voice features, which is more than enough to get a feel for the tool. If you're on the fence, this free trial is a great way to explore without any commitment. Once inside the platform, I headed straight to the Murf Studio. This is where all the magic happens. You input your script, choose a voice, adjust pitch, speed, emphasis, and generate your audio. There are over 200 voices across 20+ languages and accents, and the variety is really impressive. I selected a friendly-sounding American female voice and pasted a short test script. Hit generate, and within seconds a crystal-clear voiceover was ready to play. It honestly sounded like something recorded in a professional studio. Natural rhythm, proper pauses, great intonation. I was genuinely impressed. One of the standout features is how customizable the voice delivery is. You can fine-tune the emphasis on specific words, adjust pitch and speed, and add pauses exactly where you need them. This level of control helps your script come alive and match the tone you're aiming for. Murf also has a voice changer feature. You can upload your own voice and the AI can mimic it. I didn't try this personally, but if you're building a brand and want your own voice to be consistent across content, this feature sounds like a game changer. It does require a quality recording though. Another feature I tested was dubbing. You can upload a video in one language, input the translated script, and have Murf generate a new voiceover in a different language. I tried converting a short English clip to Vietnamese and the result was surprisingly smooth and well synced. If you use other tools like Google Slides, Canva, or WordPress, Murf integrates with those too. I tested the Google Slides add-on. Typed some text on a slide and generated the voice right from there. It's super handy if you're preparing presentations or e-learning materials. Murf recently launched a new generation of voices with better control over pitch, pace, and intonation. These Gen 2 voices sound even more lifelike, with subtle variations in tone that mimic real human speech better than ever. If you're looking for high realism, definitely check these out. The platform also offers media assets like background music, stock images, and video clips. I tried their voiceover video feature, dropped in a script, chose a voice, added background visuals, and exported a complete video. For content creators, this is a one-stop shop for simple projects. When it comes to pricing, Murf has 4 main plans: free, creator, business, and enterprise. The free plan is strictly for testing, no downloads. Creator is around $19.33 a month if billed annually and is ideal for freelancers or small creators. Business plans start higher, while enterprise is for large-scale needs. Personally, I think the creator plan is the sweet spot for most solo creators. You get access to nearly all features, high-quality exports, and unlimited voice customization. Considering the price, it's far cheaper than hiring a voice actor, and the quality is seriously competitive. Murf also has a policy that restricts the use of explicit or offensive content in scripts. It's a sensible rule, especially since the platform serves educators, businesses, and professionals. Just be mindful when writing your script to avoid errors or rejection due to sensitive wording. User reviews across various platforms were largely positive. People appreciate how easy it is to use, the professional voice quality, and how quickly it delivers results. Some even said it's indistinguishable from real human recordings unless you're really paying close attention. Still, there are a few criticisms. Some users found that long scripts can start to sound robotic in the middle. I experienced this too. Around the 300-word mark, the voice became a bit monotone. The fix? Break your script into shorter blocks and use more emphasis and pauses strategically. The video preview feature, while convenient, sometimes stuttered during playback. However, once exported, the final video was smooth and glitch-free. If you're producing critical content, I recommend previewing and checking everything before final delivery. Customer support was another plus. I reached out with a question and got a response within 15 minutes. Having live chat and a responsive team really boosts confidence, especially if you're planning to use this tool long-term or for client projects. For e-learning professionals, Murf is a no-brainer. You no longer need to hire voice actors or use complex editing tools. Just type your lesson, select a tone-appropriate voice, and hit generate. It's an ideal tool for online courses, tutorials, and training materials. If you're in marketing, this tool can streamline your workflow immensely. I created a quick ad voiceover for a fictional product using a peppy American voice, and it worked perfectly. The whole process took under 5 minutes, from script to export. Talk about efficiency. Podcasters can benefit too. I turned a 500-word blog post into a podcast-style audio file in under 10 minutes. With a bit of tweaking, it sounded like a real host was reading it out. This could be great for teasers, newsletters, or short podcast episodes on a budget. Murf is also great for voice-based customer service or phone systems. Some businesses use it to create professional IVR prompts and announcements. If you need a clean, clear voice for daily communications, this tool makes it fast and simple. That said, it's not perfect. Some voices still have a slightly artificial edge, especially in long or emotionally nuanced scripts. If you want something more expressive, play around with Gen 2 voices, and make sure to edit pauses, intonation, and rhythm to your liking. I also found that using too much emphasis or pitch control can make the speech sound unnatural. It's best to experiment gradually. Start with a default read, then refine specific lines instead of going all in on every sentence. That usually yields a more human-sounding result. While I didn't run into major bugs, I did notice occasional quirks in the preview mode for videos with voiceovers. They didn't affect the final export, but it's something to be aware of. Always preview your output and listen with fresh ears before sharing. Their support team, as I mentioned, is fast and helpful, but if you're on the enterprise plan, you might want to double-check the terms. Some users said their accounts were frozen after payment issues. As an individual, I didn't face that, but worth noting if you're buying for a company. Choosing the right plan really depends on your use case. For testing or hobby use, free is fine. For content creators or freelancers, Creator hits the sweet spot. If you're managing teams or need advanced features, go with Business. And if you're cloning voices or scaling large projects, Enterprise is the way to go. Overall, Murf AI is one of the most complete text-to-speech platforms I've tried. With a wide range of voices, deep customization, strong integrations, and easy-to-use design, it delivers on almost every front. For its price, it's a fantastic value, especially if you're using it regularly. If you haven't tried Murf yet, I highly recommend signing up for the free plan and testing it with a short script, maybe 100 to 200 words. Hear the result, play with a few settings, and see how it fits into your workflow. It might be exactly what you've been looking for. Thanks for hanging out with me through this full review. If you found it helpful, feel free to like, share it with someone who needs voiceovers, and definitely give Murf AI a spin. I'll see you in the next video review. Until then, keep creating amazing stuff.